Okay, I believe I have fixed the webcam. Though now it seems to be lagging again. Just as I've got it fixed. I don't know. Anyway. It's apparently got an excellent collection. I'm going to pause it on there so that I can free up a bit of a bandwidth that I have. And hopefully put something on that's not a Christmas song eventually. But yeah, this is what we've got. Pizza Demon Chan. The gloves going on. The art glove. With 2 fingers missing. Because that's how they are. I need to just check that. Yeah, excellent connection. So I've got that monitor with my OBS and YouTube stuff on over there. And then I've got this one with YouTube Audio Library on right in front of my face. And then I've got my art tablet down here. So I've got all the stuff I need readily up. Let's see. We're going to have Barn Dance on. We can't have one of my streams without barn dancing. That's not barn dance. Yeah, I think I remember this one as well. From all the times ago. Yeah, so here's the hair. Probably better if I have that on one ear. Here's the hair. We've got to... I know it's not best to bobble while I'm trying to get the fine details done. It's been so long since I've streamed though. So we've got these hairs down here. I've done a lot of fine detail down here to try and correct that. You'll see as a Chibi, she is like that. Where's me redundancy and all that? Trying to just find a piece of artwork now, but it won't show, will it? Because I'm on window capture. I've just remembered. I don't have or I do actually have display capture, do I? But I don't know, it's just for the audio library. So maybe I made a stupid mistake with the barn dance music. That's all I'm doing about it, because it works. I mean, I can't be bothered going in more detail trying to fix something. It'll just break itself again, honestly. Knowing how these things go. So what else do we have? We have another barn dance song. Now here we have quite a big, large amount of hair actually. So if I can find where I put my pen. Put this in here, and then I also on this side I used a disused piece of ring to form an extra hair up here to give it a bit more depth and detail. In the top right corner you'll see there is more of an overall viewpoint of what's going on. Excellent connection, that's good. So sadly I have had to turn it down to 1080p or 1920 by 1200, as 1610 just fit everything in better. But I've had to use that sadly instead of 2K like I wanted to. But it's working. And I think it's still most satisfactory for most people. There we go. So, done some trimmings. I'll put another song on in a moment. It's just for now. The barn dance is finished. No, for now I had to do that line, and now I have no idea where I am on the picture. Yeah, probably somewhere over the entire other side. So, this was a place where I just completely messed up, and I wasn't sure where I was going to trim the hair, honestly. It still confuses me because I just don't know what I'm going to make of it. So if I put that in my donut, look, I have like a little donut where my pen goes. And I need to find some other songs that are vaguely barn dancey. Not quite barn dance, but it works. However, you could play some Dire Straits, but that's not something I'm going to get away with. I mean, I've got a huge collection of CDs and such. Because I like CDs. They can shut down the internet, but they won't take away my music. Same reason I like biodiesel. Can shut down every fuel pump in the country. They still won't be able to stop me using a classic vehicle. Yeah. Oh no, where are my American fans watching me at this time? Yeah, probably don't have any. I don't know. Not like anyone in England would be watching it this time. They'd probably be at work. I mean, that looks a bit tidier, but I don't know what to make of it, really. Maybe if I go here. That kind of works. Hmm. So, I'm just thinking the window's frozen up there. Why? Well, I think I know why. It's because that I have done what I've done. And I'm just thinking though, like, it doesn't actually feel laggy on here on this graphics tablet, but it is running through the built-in graphics, while I also have my other two monitors on the graphics card, which is a GT 710, and it's kind of running them at 4K, but they're 1080p monitors. It's an odd setup I've got, but it works, because if I'd run them at their correct and native resolution, it just doesn't scale well to my 4K graphics tablet. And the inbuilt graphics have to go to the graphics tablet because they don't have any opposition to that NVIDIA technology that allows it to fake having 4K monitors. Yeah, I mean, this is like my kind of art because you get to be a complete nerd while doing it. I do feel I've heard this before. Save. I should have redundancy, I know. Yep, you won't be seeing the save as, but I will be. So, it's currently on an internal 480GB. I'm going to just scroll to my external 120 USB drive. It's not a flash drive, but an SSD actually, if you'll believe it. I've got a little hard drive enclosure and I put an SSD in it. I reuse this stuff, so yeah, there's that. We've got artwork. I'm sorry it's taking so long. Banana Angel. That was an idea I had. It looks awful for like the prototype, but I might have to show it on the end just because. Just to get it out there, you know. Because it's going to take so long until I actually have something better made of it. There's also a lot of other works that I want to get through with. So maybe if I smoothen out this line just a bit, because it's not a horrible shape in itself, it's just not quite where I want it to be. And I mean, if you're looking closely or you want a very colour accurate display or something, you may have noticed this is not a black line, this is a red line. It should be particularly obvious if you're using an OLED because they have perfect colours. Well, I guess a CRT as well. Not that many people use them nowadays though. They're very good for playing DVDs on though, because there's no upscaling, so they still have their advantages. But I mean, OLEDs will inevitably catch up with CRTs, it's just a matter of time. Has it restarted this? Yeah, for some reason, this song is repeated, so it's just on the playlist twice. Luckily I caught it quite early on. Because I feel sure I've played these before, but as I say, it's been a while since my last stream, so it's not like anyone's going to be overly familiar with them after all this time. Even myself. I say that. Unless there's like my, what do you call it? My clone on the other side of the world doing the same thing. But can anyone be the same? Because it's just the... most people when they are born are like exactly the same in so many ways. It's just the way they were raised, where they were raised, affects how they are and who they come to be. Admittedly, some people are just messed up in the head, so they will always commit crimes, regardless, but just because their heads are set up that way, that, you know, they're gonna be messed around. But it's like a lot of the Karens and stuff, as they say, Karens and Darrens, a lot of them are probably just people who have been raised to feel entitled, so they're raised by their parents to feel like they can go around treating people that way, and it's not necessarily because they are programmed like that from birth. It's like because over time they have been taught a certain way, and that has got them to reach that conclusion. Why am I dropping below 24 frames per second? If I can do this on the fly, I will, because video. This is not good. Not good at the frame rate I'm at. It's no gaming PC, that's the issue. I said this would break, didn't I? Like, it's already found a way. I fixed that now again. I think it might be the zoom. It might be the exact amount of zoom I'm running on certain long named songs messes with it. Now the wings, they do need their pizza edges. Like you see there's a pizza edge on the dress here, which had to be a longer dress than would typically be for this character, because it's a chibi. So it's the only real way I'm going to get that working. I don't know if that's why do I have Iron Maiden in my head? It has nothing to do with this song. Sparkle, okay, apparently I'm making sparkles now. Funny thing is, it's like, I never use special brushes. I'm basic like that. But I don't see a need to. You know, I put my focus in other things that I think are more noticeable. Because it's the way this is read, and I've done that for a reason. Because firstly, being the demon of pizza, she is actually suiting of the colour. Whereas also LCD monitors, if you notice, they can't perfectly replicate black. So if I get a black, which I'm not going to do now because I don't want to mess with the colour palette, but if I were to do so, it wouldn't display as black, it would display as a very, very, very dark shade of grey. Or even just a lighter shade of grey if the LCD panel isn't that good or very old. I mean, they do have advantages over CRTs, mainly because they're not massive. People just preferred them. They're not stupidly huge or heavy, but you can get a decent screen size in spite of that. Or despite that, should I say, I don't know. In spite of, despite. So easy to confuse the terms, I say. I wonder how long the stream has gone on for already. It doesn't feel like that long at all. So apparently it's gone on for like a minute. I know, 20 minutes. Okay, that seems about correct. So that naturally is supposed to assume it goes like that, but I don't know if I'm content with that being the case. I might have saved. No, I didn't. My key dial has another button map to save. I think it might be this one. There we go. Takes a bit of time because it's the external SSD, which is slower, but, you know, still. It's best to have some kind of redundancy measure, even if I'm only saving to 2 places now. I can also save to a DVD, but don't have them on me right now. There is one in the PC, but for some reason it's not letting me write to that drive back there. Okay, well, the drive is like back there, behind the PC, which is also providing my left monitor. Because I've got 2 all-in-ones, one all-in-one here, and then one all-in-one there, and they share each other's monitors. Neither of them are Apple. They are just strange Windows ones, which allow you to do that. And this sounds like a clown song. I feel like there's definitely a few newer songs added though since I've done this, even if there's a lot of them that are the same. Mainly when it first spawned me into a playlist. Yes, because that is totally a term you use in an art stream. Spawning in. When I first spawned onto a playlist, it was presenting me with a load of Christmas songs, which, given it's March, is it? Yes. Thanks, Casio. It's not even a fancy Casio, it's just one of the cheaper ones. Casio is the second greatest maker of pianos after Kawai. I'll defend that. Mainly because I have a Casio, which I actually chose over the Kawai electric one that competes directly with it, mainly because the key feel of it is supposed to be better, even if it doesn't have the soundboard thing and sound quite so good. It would probably help getting it up the stairs though, but the Casio does break into two. I don't think the Kawai does that. The keys do feel good under my hands. Because it's like nowhere near the size of a grand piano. It's about the size of a console or even spin it piano, but it's got the full feel of a grand piano. And for that, it's a real nice thing. I say this, I mean, again, I'm in an art stream, like, most people probably don't understand these terms. How on earth am I gonna do this? I mean, you'll see I have a couple of hairs here going over the wings. This one I've tried to give it that kind of nature of being pulled back because of the head twisting. So, you know, whereas this one just rests like so. I think this for this, yeah. I want the idea that hair is kind of tucked under, and for that I can use the wing. It's the perfect excuse, should I say. I mean, believe me, when I get the chance, I'm going to create Pizza Demon Chan's complete origin story as a comic, graphic novel, manga, whatever you decide to call it. I'm thinking of making it a manga style one where you read it from back to front, just because making her kind of an anime character, you know. There, dear. Undid more than I wanted to there. Yeah. This actually reminds me of the old King song from the 90s. What's it? Angels singing rock and roll or demons take away my soul. And that was the actual song. In an actual song, should I say. It was a To the Bone from like 1994 or something. Because believe it or not, they were still making songs up until that point. It weren't just in the 60s. I know so much useless trivia. No trivia as long as it's actually useful will I know, but still. I pride myself on my knowledge being completely useless. And my frame rate is bad. It was okay then, actually, for a moment. It's going over 24, which should be like somewhat watchable, but then it's also dropping below. I'm going to, like, hopefully for the next stream, I'm going to have to work something out. Don't pay attention to my face, just pay attention to the actual drawing and you should be okay, even if it is a bit laggy, it's watchable. I mean, I'm just going to bring something up, though, that you probably won't see. But I'm going to bring up the task manager. Because it should show me CPU usage, so... It'll show me what I'm running low on, if it's RAM, if it's CPU, if it's graphics. Well, if it's graphics, it won't be either of the first two. So, yeah, I might have seen it get dragged up there. Make it a little bigger for me to work on. So, where is the performance graphs? Utilization of the CPU is actually fine. It's hovering around 11 or 12%. So, memory, we've also got just under 20 gigabytes. So I can only guess it is the graphics card that's struggling. And that makes sense. Now, I could definitely try and find a better graphics card with similar power consumption to a GT 710 and probably get away with it on this system. And it's easy to change because I just like slide the small form factor case off the back, open it up, stick a new card in and I'm done. And given the CPU and memory are not struggling, and the cost of a graphics card upgrade, I think it's something that would be well worth doing. And I'm not saying a 1630, but a 1630 is a good card. How many discs have I got here? So GPU yeah, there we go. It does actually have GPU usage and NVIDIA GeForce 710. Another thing I can do, I can overclock for 710. I don't want to get overly involved in it now, but it's quite clear the Intel UHD is just about scraping by with all this stuff being done on it. But the 710, I'm going to need to at least overclock it in order to keep going as I am now. Because it's just not good enough. But yeah, it's good. It's just good to know that I've got this stuff happening in the way it is. I would never have thought I would have run into problems with that card though, because it's not a gaming PC, but I actually am. I guess I'll get Afterburner and try overclocking it because... But then I don't know if it can take the power, so I'm not going to overclock it either. I've got a 350 watt power supply in here, and it's a decent enough continuous wattage power supply, sure, but if I'm keeping ramping the graphics card wattage up, I don't know. I might have to look at Quadros. It seems a bit odd, but you can get some really nice Quadros for not too much money because they are just business cards. So if you go and look at used Quadros, or whatever the AMD version is, which I think is Fire Pro, might have to have a look at the best used workstation cards or whatever. Used half-height cards. I think the most powerful half-height you can currently get is a Quadro, but it's just far too much money to be worth it. I've currently got a 1650 in another machine, and I don't want to go that far, because they are quite expensive cards still, but suppose I was to go with like a 1030. If I were to find one of them cheap enough, it would probably ease the load enough. You can go and get erased. I may have cut away too much there. Bit off more than I can chew and all the rest of it. You know what, I am thinking though, like, as the stream goes on, I do want to go and get some other pieces of work. Other piece of work worked on. So I'm going to change the title slightly for people who have just joined, if they do, or people who join after, wondering why I'm just working on this for an hour or so. Probably not an hour, but you get the idea. Also, if you've seen these things, they are arm warmers, and I've not got super detailed hands in line with what a chibi is. They're kind of like those gloves where you have two separate bits. You have one thumb bit and then one for the rest of the hand. Yeah, it's kind of like that. And then, so I've got those, and then I've got arm warmers. Because I just had to try and match her colour up. She also has slightly reddish skin because it's, well, Pizza Demon. So, yeah. Slightly, somewhere between brown and red it is, I would say. Due to basically being like pizza crust and tomato sauce. And also that she's a demon, which is generally portrayed as being red. And unfair to red people like me. No, I could scream racist about it all, but sometimes, you know, you just gotta live with it. You can get grumpy about every tiny thing, but really, where's it gonna get you? I find racism today, it's just like the media fuels it, basically. They make a load of people angry and turn them against each other. It's not right, but I can't do anything to stop them. They have so much more power than I do. Because I don't see any problem with any race, really. But still, they act like some people are better than other people, and some people are gonna take offence at that. And then naturally start hating other groups because of that, because of what the media has said. Which makes them appear racist. Because of the false information they're being fed. It builds and it builds. But the thing is, if they're getting a reaction out of it, they're getting money out of it. They're getting all the people to click on their stuff. The best thing you can do is ignore them and give them no attention, but unfortunately it seems people are incapable of doing that. The thing that really annoys me though, a certain organisation here, they go saying these provocative things, but they also go then demanding people pay for it. Just for them to get, or just for them to go all like this and just say things that really go around provoking people. Now this hair looks okay. Maybe if I trim that down a bit. It's not perfect anymore, but I'm happy with it a bit more than I was. The hair is definitely progressing. Although it's not as fine as my hair. Yeah. She also doesn't have a tiara like I do. Which is amazingly one of the less fancy hairbands I could find. So many of them are just ridiculously over the top. And like so many of them have bows on the top and everything. This is just what I want, a simple gold tiara. So I can be a kawaii princess. Oh, I'm not even in the camera. Kawaii princess. Right, so again, redundancy, I'm going to save this to my other location on the 480 drive. Chinese 480 drive, probably spying on me, but, you know, what are we going to actually find on there? Loads of pictures of pizza demons. Do your demons, do they ever feed you pizza? I accidentally closed the program and now I'm regretting my decision. I'm gonna... I don't know where Lucy's saved. I'm gonna find it. Stay with me, please, and I will find it. Oh wait, here's something I can work with. I don't know where Lucy is, but I want to open it. Come on, let me open it. Oh, there it is. I am being stupid, it's sorry. It's sorry, yeah, it's sorry, I'm not sorry, it is. Alright, here we go. Now these look a bit, these pieces look a bit coloured funny. Also, I found Lucy concept Immortal Man, which is what I was looking for. Because that's the story it's from, that's why it's called Immortal Man. And my wet floor sign, as you will see, is here with a lot of shading done on the lower parts here of the design. Not much done up here though. The ears are still like so. They were done all along ago. Oh, this is a really weird song, I remember that much. Now, I think I recognise this. I think I recognise where I was going with this, okay? Yes, so I'm sorry about that, I'm just thinking. So what I'm going to have to do, yeah, I was going to say just test the eraser on multiple layers. I've got so many. I have done a bit of naming to make it work better, but nonetheless. I mean, you'll see here, it's all fakery though. It's, they're designed to look like shading, but it's not shading, really. It's just paint designed to look that way on a flat surface, because that's what it is. I've probably spent longer designing this than the Five Nights at Freddy's team did designing the original, because mine is the absolute best waifu, and I have created a Fox version as well, which is on my Discord, the initial sketch of that, although it's nowhere near as complete as this. It's just honestly just the outline and the fox ears. But I decided, hey, where could I take this next? I've already got the cat girl. There's already the other one. What if there was to be a child, a little child one to go with the cat girl and the cat girl and the what's it? The regular one. Technically we don't have genders because they're robots, but, you know. Thinking it could be good if it's got a shadow on the floor, but then I don't know. It depends how I do the background. It's probably more to go with the background than the actual hunk of metal we've got here. And here you see, hopefully, what I'm trying to achieve, the way the shadows kind of fall from like that layer which is supposed to look raised to that one which is supposed to look like it's behind it. It isn't behind it, but it's supposed to have the appearance that it is behind it. I mean, as I say, Lucy, also, she has some work to be done, or should I say her fellow character has, because I'm going to draw them together, eventually at least. Now I have been working on the personality of the main character a little, and they do, at one point at least, spend some time together, so... You know, they are going to... They're going to be there. I mean, my main character, she is slightly sadistic. She enjoys the pain of others. That includes opening surströmming in the school's air ventilation system, because the way I've structured it, she's like a tiny girl, so she can crawl all in there and no one else can get her out. Because she's so minuscule, like even for a 10-year-old, no one else can get her. And she uses it because it amuses her. Like, she goes in there, the bully gang can't get in there because, well, besides being kind of obese, they are also not tiny for their age. But there's other bits with the factory where I've devised, instead of going to Charlie and the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory scene, they go to Wee Willie Winky's fake feet factory. It was fake meat, but I think I made a spelling error and it was just too good to take out. And he's going to have a split personality and a hidden shrine to Bruce Bailey. Because reasons. Basically, a lot of these characters in the story are just nut jobs, but I love it that way, because, you know, the way I see it, to go and put a strange costume on and like try fly around the city, you have to be crazy. You can't just be a normal, rational thinking person. Most people, even if they found out they had power, they would just hide it and try and live a normal life. Only my character can't die, so that's like her only power. She just gets abused and abused, but no matter what you do, you can't kill her. And she never ages either. Like, no matter what she asks for, no matter what she wants, it won't change matters. She's just not going to die. Yeah, so I'm seeing here, I could definitely do something, but I'm not feeling it right now. I know I'll just mess up if I try. Maybe at another time. But I did want to get this on a stream and like show what I'd done around here. Just to try and like represent that it has made progress. It's been slow progress, but it has made progress. Let's see where I am for the stream timing, if I can find where my mouse has gone to. So it reckons 50 minutes in. Okay, we're doing well for time. We've got 50 minutes and I've shown 2 pieces of my work in progress artwork, which, as I say, I'm slow, but I do get things done. I'm thinking tap tap on that screen, but then that won't work with it. And I don't want to crack my lovely glass panels. Admittedly, this one a bit more lovely than that one. This is one that you get the feeling that the school headmaster would use. That one looks like it was abused by students, so yeah. I mean, it's still in decent order and it works and everything. And what I would give for my school to have had 1080p panels like that when I was there, but no, instead they had 1440 by 900 panels, which were nowhere near as nice. They were just silver plastic screened ones with, well, silver fronted plastic screened ones with how would you say it? Matte, that's it. And they were like IPS monitors, but the worst IPS monitors you could get at the time. So not really any better than the best of TN panels. So Lucy concept art, is that it? I think I should sort by most recent. I do not know which most recent is, but knowing me, I had redundancy for everything, so a lot of them are probably the exact same version, saved at about the same time. Although, sort, there we go, date modified. Come on. Is there anything we can do while we wait on here? Yeah, back with the graphics tablet because I completely lost my mouse, so... Why is this reminding me of Sonata Arctica? Okay, so... that doesn't look too bad, but I could definitely work better than that. That's dark blue. That's somehow got on the dark blue. Dark pink, okay. So we've got dark pink, but that's not on dark pink because presumably it's just messed up. That's on the light blue layer, is it? No? Well, I've got that. Shading layer shadows. Shading layer. Is it on Wood Grain Plus? No. I'm dumbfounded. The only thing I can think is line art. It's not on land art. Line art. Oh, the thing's for me to come out. Sorry, that was just so ridiculous. Senile moment if I've ever had one. There's reflections, but that's not even on there. So, colours. Colour layer 2, but it's not there. Ah, colour layer. No, it's definitely in front of the colour layer. So it's not like I've just done that and made a stupid mistake. I've got to go through everything now until... Found it. So it was under dark pink, it was under the correct layer, but for some reason, I'm sure I tried that before and it didn't erase it. Unless it goes across multiple layers. Yeah, parts of it are definitely there, but not the whole thing. This is all kinds of messed up. So again, bits of it are there, bits of it under the light pink layer. Dark blue, do you bear any of it? No, and it's not going to be line art, is it? So I just don't know, honestly. Time to save this anyway, because as I said, Lucy needs some help with what she is doing from my other character. Chan. Colour work in progress. So this is on the USB drive, okay, we get that much. This is a weird tune. What is it, a French bar dance or something? So, yeah, I do have a DVD in there, but it is not a blank one. It's a music DVD. CD. Even, should I say. Okay, art. Where is my art gonna be? I don't know if we were there to begin with, probably not. So we've got then the main data disk. All kinds of junk on here. We've got artwork. Chan, but it's 2022. That's the thing. I've been working on this for so long. Okay, so save as. So we need another 1 terabyte. I have a lot of redundancy in case you haven't realised. So I've put it on 3 drives at least. I think I put it on 4. And the external one. Yeah, I think that's all I need for now. So I've done my redundancy. Luckily. Lucy concept art. Come on, open up. I have not been on this in a long time. Yeah, it somehow doesn't look as good as I remembered. I thought the lines were a whole lot cleaner. Maybe the grid doesn't help. So, yeah, it looks better without the grid lines. I'm sure if I go over it, it will look better. I think I might have been playing with backlight grey here as well. So I don't know how big this is. Is it 75? No, I think it might be 50. But I really don't know. Let's find some weird music that's not just repeating the same thing. Okay. Let's find some funky music. This makes a change, that's for sure. So I've got to... I can actually see potential though. I can see potential, I just have to work with the lines a bit, smoothing it all out. Let's make a new raster layer for this character. And then we're going to call it There's literally the main character. I forget, she does have a name, but I forget it. I forget my own characters' names. I'm a terrible god to them. Well, that said, in another story, I apparently condone slavery. Because the church is corrupt, so they stick my name on everything. I think I had, like, even make fun of the Nintendo seal of quality, and I had the God seal of quality. Which I in no way approved, but we still stuck it on everything. Oh, hello. I actually have a viewer. Sorry, I will find my way. Yes. Okay. I'll mention a lag. There we go. So, I don't know if it is anyone watching. Yeah, I've still got a viewer. I haven't lost him yet. There is actually a live thing now. I forgot in the corner. It does tell me how long I've been streaming for, so it's been just an hour. I think we can keep going. This is a character we had, though. I've got another one. Now, as I was saying a while ago in the stream, she is a small character. So, I don't know. That tall. Now, my character here is like supposed to be 13 and probably quite normal. But she's had for the last 10 years this ability forced upon her to read other people's minds, but she can't control it. So whatever they think, she just reads against her will, whether she wants to or not. And then we have this character which, regardless of what she wants, she can't die. There's no way of her dying. So I don't know. This character is supposed to be very small. So I think maybe up to about there. So these old boots were a nightmare to draw as well. The bane of my life. This is not... That's not how you draw shoes, is it? I think. I think what I'll do, I'll just make a sketch of it quickly, and then maybe change it a bit later. You see, I'm already I've got my height set here, and I'm already that tall. How is the audio? Yeah, sometimes that gets a bit jumped and it like goes about the screen. Seems to be running fine though. That's about what I need. It looks kind of messy, and it is. But it's just as I'm sketching this up. Encoding overloaded. I don't think I can downgrade it on the fly, can I? Oh, I can. Now, hopefully, I've turned down the thingy, but it's still. Yeah, it's still saying it's overloaded. I think it's not so bad as it was before. It's still bad, but... I missed my mouse again. Okay, why am I playing Christmas songs? I don't want a rap song. That shoe is small. Too small. Or is it? You see, it's kind of small. But yeah, turning the encoding down has maybe helped a little. But it's not helped enough. I'm going to need a more powerful graphics card. I think that line there, that was the leg, could be used to line the shoe up actually. That line is bad, that's too tall, but the shoe actually does look okay. Other than that one issue. The issue is knowing when to call between perfect and just too tall or too low. I think when this song finishes, we'll call it a day for now. I mean, it's been a rather short stream, but like, I have no graphics power. Like, I've seen it on the Windows, what's it, not Task Manager, yeah, Task Manager, and it's been weak. The GPU is 99, 100%. It's not even a matter of being able to cool it, it's just maxing out my performance there. And I don't think I have the power supply to overclock it, sadly. It was a good start, but it's like, now I've moved to a 4K setup overall. Even if I'm not streaming in 4K, just running all these monitors, it puts a bit of strain on it. There we go. So that's finished. I'm going to be calling it a day here. Hopefully I'll be less laggy and I'll look less like, I don't know, I'll look less like a bunny on the next episode when I do hop like that. Hopefully I'll be a bit more smoother. And then I will return for some more art. So until that day, I will say goodbye until another day.